started like a small idea to provide the iftar meals for workers, and through all the years, the whole concept went viral.
Hi, I'm Sarah Forster, news editor here at The National, and thank you for joining us for another episode of A Closer Look. Now, after the new moon was sighted on Sunday evening, Ramadan has officially begun in the UAE. Now, there are many important aspects about the holy month, one of which is the aspect of giving. And in order to unravel a little bit more about the initiatives that are happening in the Emirates during this month, I've brought our reporter Ali Al-Shuk down to talk to me. Ali, thanks for coming in.
Well, thanks for hosting me, Sarah.
So I sent you out on a bit of a mission, didn't I, to go and find people who, we know Ramadan is a month of giving.
Yeah.
And what is one of the things most famously given during Ramadan?
Yeah, during Ramadan, the unique thing about Ramadan is like the giving. So a lot of people like to provide iftar meals for the one who need for iftar meals and the workers, the blue collars. So they anticipate Ramadan. As soon as this Ramadan starts, they start preparing to the iftar meals, and they go on the streets near labor camps, near mosques, to distribute those iftar meals for those people. So it's the month of giving. A lot of people in the UAE, it's became like a habit. Every year they do this, especially in Ramadan.
So food is obviously, it's a big thing that people like to give
food.
during Ramadan. As soon as the sun sets, there are now initiatives across the UAE. You have spoken to a couple of them. Do you want to tell me a little bit about them?
Yeah, so one of the initiatives that I went, there is like a non-profit organization called The Giving Family. It is established by a Dubai resident. His name is Fadi, and he established it like before 8 years. It started like a small idea to provide the iftar meals for workers, and through all the years, the whole concept went viral. A lot of volunteers start participating in it, and this is like his 8th year. And last year he provided like more than 200,000 iftar meals for workers in labor camp Al Quoz area in Dubai. This year he's planning to to double the number, like to 500,000 iftar meals for workers, which is like massive. It's non-profit organization, and basically they are collecting the money from people, from charities, from companies, restaurants, and after that they ask people to follow their Instagram page. They put the location, and people show up before like 4 p.m. before iftar, and they go there. They provided the meals, and they give it to the workers, especially the blue collars. So like it's really an amazing initiative, and it's helping the community, because a lot of people when start hearing about this, they need nothing. They just like need to go and show up, and they give food and for the workers, which is like it's creating like a nice bond between the community. And this is what's the meaning of being in Ramadan. It's like the spiritual spirit during Ramadan. People like to share, and people like to forgiving to others, especially the people in need.
And that's incredible. That's 500,000 people just from one initiative alone. 500,000 workers. Now and there's a few of these going on, but not just anyone can show up and start giving out free food, right? What's necessary in order to start charitably giving in this way? Yeah,
so for people who like to participate in such initiatives, they need like also to have a license from the Islamic affairs across the country. I mean, for example, you need to get a permit from the Dubai Islamic Affairs and Charitable Activities to distribute food, because those are people who need to make sure that the food is clean and it's hygienic, and it's like because at the end it's food for workers and for people, so you need to get permits. So this year they issued, the Islamic Affairs in Dubai, they issued like around 1,200 permits, and they're planning to this will provide food iftar meals for 1.2 or 1.3 million people in Dubai.
I mean, that in itself is incredible, that more than 1,000 permits have been given out. So that's more than 1,000 people that have said this Ramadan, I want to help, I want to feed, let's just move slightly to one side to people who want to be able to give during Ramadan in other ways. So if someone is just watching this at home and they're saying, Ramadan, it's a time of peace, it's a time of reflection and a time of being charitable, how can they take part?
Well, the best suggestion I can give, they need to go to the official or verified charities and verified channels. Like they need to go to the Emirates Red Crescent, for example. They can go to their website and then they click to donate, even through mobile phone, through their website, through even check if you want to donate. Also, the charitable societies or communities in Dubai and Abu Dhabi and everywhere, you can go to their websites and donate, and it's easy. Like you text a message with the amount of money you want to donate. So this is like it's the best thing to do in it.
We do always say, because there are very, very generous, very kind people in the UAE who always want to give charity, and our message is always the same: official channels, always. Now, I know last year you also went out, and I just want you to tell me a bit about what it's like when you're there with the workers and they're getting their meals, because I know you've spoken to them before. Like, what does it mean to them to get this food at the end of a hard day's work with absolutely no food or water? Yeah,
last year I went to Sharjah for a labor camp in Sharjah, and it was like thousands of laborers. They were there, and they showed up like 4 p.m. 2 hours before the iftar, and a lot of people, they start putting like the sheets on the ground. They sit and they give the meals for them. So while I was speaking with workers, they really feel appreciated, and they feel thankful to be in the UAE, because they're saying like it's every year during Ramadan we're having free iftars, and this is like something big for them, because they are with low income and maybe they cannot afford like meals during Ramadan. So with this iftar meals, it's a saving for them, and it's also they stay together while they are breaking their fast, this is one of the concepts in Islam. When you're breaking the fast, it should be with family, with the friends. So it's like merging two sides, like being together with the friends and also breaking the fast. Yeah,
and then just one last question before I let you go. It's not just people who are gathering together in one place to break their fast who are being given free food. Some people are having it handed through the car window, is that right?
Yeah, definitely. This is like police departments across the country. Usually, during rush hours, everybody wants to go back to his home to catch up for iftar, coming back from work. So, and because of the traffic, so the motorists, like, they feel anxiety and they want to rush. So there is initiative by Dubai Police, Abu Dhabi Police. Basically, they go to intersections and the jammed area, and they start distributing like small mini iftar meals for workers. It's like dates and water to break their fast while they are in the middle of the traffic. It's to reduce the anxiety and to make them just like going safely to their home. So this year, Abu Dhabi Police, they're planning to distribute more than 60,000 iftar meals for motorists in the streets.
Through the car window. I love
that.
that.
Yeah, through the car window.
I love it. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you very much for coming to talk to me, Ali. Okay. Well, that's it for this week's episode of A Closer Look. Thank you so much for joining me right here inside the National's newsroom. Don't forget, all of our previous episodes can be found on our YouTube channel.